What up, people? As you know, the Atlanta podcast loves the local craft beer community. With that said, we are dropping 2 dope episodes this week supporting black people in the craft beer industry. The first will be one with Craft Women Connect and Black Brew Babes that was recorded live at Pontoon Brewing for their debut of their collab beer, Pamona Paradise. Please forgive me with the audio. I, in particular, was loud as fuck. And the second will be an interview with the legendary Ale Sharpton and a deep dive into his collaboration with New Belgium. That episode will drop later this week, so please go get a pack of his beer, Piano Keys, and have cold and ready so you can drink it with us. Peace. What up, people? You're listening to the Atlanta podcast, where we drink local beer and invite you into our unfiltered talks on news and culture in the city of Atlanta. Now, when I say unfiltered, I mean...
He's trying to say we say fuck a lot.
Yeah, it's rated R for, ribbed for your pleasure.
Oh. Nigga.
You like
no
it, right?
lube, bro?
No? Too much?
All right.
Run it back.
Enjoy the show. Yeah. What up, people? I'm Christian.
Justin.
And Myron.
And we are the Atlanta Podcast. We are live at Pontoon Brewing Tap Room in Sandy Springs. And on behalf of Pontoon and the podcast, we'd like to welcome you to the 4th and very important chapter of Brewing Conversations, Pamona Paradise.
Cheers! Let's go!
That's what I'm talking about. If you haven't tried the amazing Pamona Paradise, I believe it's still on tap, so please try it so you can taste firsthand the dopeness that our guests brewed up with Pontoon.
I haven't tried it yet.
Speaking of,
I
haven't tried it
you
yet.
got it. You got it.
We haven't tried it yet.
This is our first. We were waiting.
We wanted to wait, to try it, which, y'all had it, obviously, but
Yep.
we want to try it now, so I'm going to take my first sip.
All right, go ahead.
We good? We
Let
good?
us know.
You say Oh, that. Oh.
Well, while you're sipping, let me introduce who we got here. Speaking of guests,
it was just two delicious
let's go ahead and welcome to the panel Brittany of Beers A Go-Go and Allie and Shauna of Black Brew Bay.
Hey!
Thank you guys so much for showing up.
Yes,
we really
thanks
appreciate
for having
it.
us.
Thank you for having us.
So, what we normally like to do whenever we have a guest, we like to talk about origin story. So, Brittany, with you and Beers A Go-Go, tell us your origin story. How did y'all get started? What are y'all?
All right, so Beers A Go-Go, we're home brewers. We started off like just taking cool pictures of beer, and then we wanted to get more into it because I started off bartending. We had 100 beers on tap, and downtime, it was trying them all. So that's
Where'd you bartend at?
Taco Mac.
Oh, from home.
Yeah.
We're familiar.
Okay.
So Taco Mac was my first for real bartender job with beer, and it was everything. So me and Kay to just be drinking, and we'll just be like, man, we got to tell our friends about this, because I want my friends to come to the bar and drink with me, my girlfriends. So we was like, let's blog, let's get them into it, and we did that. That's how Beers A Go came about, and home brewing, and now we're doing collabs, and we're super close to even contract brewing.
So you were here in Atlanta, but now
Yeah.
you are in LA.
Yeah, started out of Atlanta. We've been in LA for 2 years.
Oh, it's been 2 years already?
Oh, wow.
2 years.
And y'all done flew out here.
Yeah, we had to come through for this release because represent Craft Women Connect, of course, and my birthday. Yeah, this is
That's your birthday. Happy birthday.
this is my second birthday weekend. But
What? Hold on.
I deserve it. Hold up, because last year, in LA, everything shut down on March 20th.
Yes.
So I was like, shit, this year I'm turning all up. So I'm from Memphis, so my Memphis friends coming. My LA friends, they've got flued out. And my Atlanta friends, so we about to turn up after this and here. So everybody is coming in now. So hey, y'all.
So you got a whole birthday month.
Oh, yes.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, bud.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Fantastic. Cheers. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and.
You haven't even tried it, Chris.
I haven't even. I'm going to
We're gonna cheers to that one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
The beer's popping, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all put your foot.
It's
up in
delicious.
this thing.
And our elbows.
And the elbows. Oh, that's why the juices and berries. I knew
Nothing but juices and berries.
Them good moisturized elbows.
So, now, pivoting over to Allie and Shauna. Same question, origin story. What is Black Brew Babes?
So Black Brew Babes.
Take your time.
It's okay.
We waiting on you.
It's okay.
Take your time.
Get up in the mic.
Black Brew
that thing.
Babes. We basically just realized we met mutually through friends all for beer, and we realized that we really enjoyed beer. Kind of same thing like Britt. I worked at Taco Mac and was trying a bunch of beers. I was a server there, so I got.
Yo, all Taco Mac alums, huh?
Taco Mac
I
connection.
see.
Going on.
Break out the lemon pepper. Where's it?
Bringing black
I
women
was at
together.
the Peachtree Corners one.
Ah,
Peachtree
okay.
Industrial.
Okay.
My mistake.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we decided that like we really like beer, and we felt like, you know, as far as we knew, there wasn't really many black women in the beer industry. So we wanted to put out our creative minds with that. We like having fun taking pictures with the beer. So we kind of started coming up and playing with some different names, seeing what wasn't taken, and then voila, Black Brew Babes came into effect. So
And you know what? I wanna give a personal apology. You know, last time we gave a shout out, and I said
We?
black. We gave the
We gave the shout out.
gave the shout
He
out.
said it wrong.
Wow.
But go ahead. No. Go ahead.
all
Go
over the
ahead.
bus, huh? Okay.
No.
But that's cool. I said Black Beer Babes, and that's incorrect. It's Black Brew Babes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my bad. That's
Yes.
my bad. So this Black Brew Babes. I'm
yes,
gonna say it 3 times.
BLK.
There we go.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's talk about this collaboration. How did you guys collectively come together to get this? Like how did the delegation go? Let us know how you guys, because the beer is amazing. This event is amazing. The amount of people here. This is our most successful Brewing Conversations so far.
Wow.
That's
big.
dope.
Did
Yeah.
not know that.
Woo!
So it started with you guys. So thanks for thinking.
Oh my God! I did not know you were going to say that.
Thank you
Oh my
for
God!
including women, black women, like for like just getting us out, like getting Black Brew Babes, Craft Women Connect, just getting like the word out and what women are doing in the beer industry. Like you see, like you said, this is your best event. We bring them out.
Well, I mean,
So
women are the original brewers.
Yes.
yes,
We are the
Y'all
original
brewed us with kids.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we came here, and then
Oh, that is a brew.
Oh, you getting deep, Myron?
home brew. The original home brewers.
so yeah, like what it was a couple months ago,
Yeah,
and
a couple months ago.
we were actually in town, and we all sat down. We came here, sat down, thought of the recipe, and like over time, things happened.
Yeah, we knew the theme that we wanted to go with. We knew we wanted to be centered around like women. Obviously, it's Women's History Month, plants, self-care, and and wellness.
Yeah.
So we knew we wanted to tie something into that, which is how we got to like the name of Pamona and Paradise and the good vibes and everything that falls around with that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh, that's dope.
What's a Pomona? Anybody know what a Pomona is?
Yeah. Does anybody know what Pamona
The
is?
goddess of plants, fruits and plants.
Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah. So if you look at the can art, we had Meg, which did
Really?
she did the amazing
Amazing.
can art.
Oh, we should have had a can.
And yeah, where's Meg? Is she here?
Meg,
Meg the Stallion?
is our artist here? Meg?
Hold on.
The Stallion?
In here?
Yeah, the artist.
If
Oh, the art. I thought you meant the
She
Stallion.
was here.
Oh, okay.
Yams that. Hold on.
I'm
Okay.
just trying to get her up here right
I mean,
now.
I wasn't too excited. I'm married, so I was
Me
just.
too. I mean, no. I
I'm just.
I'm just
You're
saying.
trying to get everybody in trouble.
I just want an autograph.
Yeah, I just want an autograph.
Autograph.
Yeah, so we just wanted to get the can art involved in like self-care, plants, and women. It is Women's History Month.
It is.
Absolutely.
So it's just,
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on and telling us how to collaborate. Before you exit, can you please let everybody know how to find you?
okay, so I'm one half of Beers A Go-Go. We're in LA now, but originally ATL. You can find us on Beers A Go-Go, Facebook, Instagram. We just released the beer, Situation Sip.
Ooh.
Hit me up after.
Hey. You selling it out the trunk? What are you doing?
Beer Slanger.
Oh, you brought some here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, and I'm going to take care of you too. I got you some extra stuff.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
And
All right, cheers, y'all. Let's
Cheers. Oh.
Is this good? It's good.
Is this good? Is my arm reached out?
And Black Brew Babes. How
And
can we
to
find
find
you?
us, you can find us on Instagram at Black Brew Babes. That's BLKBREWBABES. You'll see the orange logo. That's us.
That's Black Brew, babe.
Black Brew
There's no
Babes.
confusion.
Emphasize that BLK.
There we go.
BLK.
Yes, B as in Bob, L as in Larry, K as in Kite.
Ooh, okay.
That was for you, Myron.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Let's all give them a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Before we bring up our next guest, we're going to shout out the vendors that we have here.
Yes, please.
We're going to start off with, we have Ree Wilson. I think she's the third table closer to the door. She has wellness crystals and oils over there. I just tried she got a hand sanitizer called Vibe something. It brought the good vibes to me before we started out. So check out Ree Wilson at the third table closest to the door. Want to shout out one?
And Reese, you said healing starts within.
Yes.
Okay, we got Audrey in the middle over here. And she has skincare, oils, jewelries. She's got beard oil. I can't grow a beard, but some of y'all can.
Beard oil.
Y'all need to check that out.
One day, I'm going to get a beard.
I'm going to get some. Yeah.
One day. I think I got to have like one more kid
I'm
and I'm
still
going to get
looking
one.
for goatee oil, but she didn't have that, though.
You need chapstick for that. You can just, put that on there.
We'll see.
Then the third vendor, we have Nisha's Candle Company. That is this table
There she go.
right here.
Yeah. Let's get some candles in this thing.
They got some good. There was an oak and bourbon candle over there that I personally like. Get my bath ready.
They got a bourbon candle.
Yeah. Because sometimes you just got to have your day. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your time.
Self-care.
Yeah.
Self-care is the best care.
Take care of yourself.
Anyway, now, moving forward, next up, we have the other half of Beers A Go-Go, Caitlin, and foodie, beer influencer, and,
She said you better get it right.
and
That's what she
digital creator, Michelle of Excited to Feast, on the panel. Give us a round of applause. All right, Michelle. Now, just like before, we're going with origin story. So, how did you get into the beer and foodie game?
So, hey y'all. Afternoon, everyone.
She said you better respond.
Right?
You better respond. Black woman speak. You better say something.
I'm Michelle, Excited to Feast. So, as you can tell by the name, I'm big into food and beer. So, I just was always going out and not seeing me represented in beer and diverse foods. I'm into all different kind of foods. So, I just started to document what I was eating and letting people know that there's all different kind of cuisine, especially in Atlanta. I come from New York, and I thought everything was like mall food, like Taco Mac and Applebee's. No. But, there's such a diverse food scene here. So I just started documenting all the food I ate and all the beer I was drinking. I volunteer at festivals. So it was like, there's a world out there we got to see and experience. So
now, I follow you on social media, and it seems that you have like a very diverse palate. So I would assume you get that from New York?
I do, yeah. Oh. Like, I grew up eating, going to Jewish delis, going to Chinese restaurants, eating at Indian restaurants. I grew up in a Puerto Rican neighborhood. So Puerto Rican food is the first cuisine I learned how to cook.
cook too?
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Hold up. Why am I just not hearing about this? I know you for a minute now.
You didn't see my comfort series? I did a whole comfort series.
No. I did not eat any food. I don't want to see nothing. I want to eat it.
Yeah.
How long have you
See no
known each
damn
other?
food. I'm hungry.
Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna cook you some food too.
There
We
you
okay.
It's a little late, but okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a little
Brought
late.
something here. You could have had your own stand up here. You talking about that?
Yeah,
But okay,
That's
that's
next
cool.
time. Next time.
There you go.
Bet.
Now, Caitlin, we've already talked about the origins of Beers A Go-Go, but to dig a little deeper into what you guys have been doing, you guys did a Black is Beautiful beer.
Yes.
And I would say it's the dopest version of Black is Beautiful. I hadn't tasted it, but the label was fire.
The label was dope as hell.
So Brittany's from Memphis, so we had a Memphis artist do our can art for the Black is Beautiful. So we really wanted her to represent like the times and everything that was going on, and like represent like how we felt we should be like heard. So she did like a protest background and visuals and everything, and I think that it was the dopest can art also.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, hands down.
For sure.
Hands down.
Yeah, kicked the shit out of ours, but it was dope. It was dope.
The women bring the dope can art because that was dope.
Yeah,
And
this one too.
Yeah.
We didn't have the cans out the first time, but if y'all take a look, you got the goddess right there. You know, all of her juices and berries and everything.
Bet on women, you never go wrong. You never go wrong.
It is. I mean, you know, the darker the berry, the...
Y'all need us to give that spice to life.
Oh, that's,
Well, we need y'all for a lot more than just that.
For everything.
So, moving a little bit forward, let's talk about the product, the beer. It is very fruit forward. What inspired y'all for the ingredients, and what are the ingredients?
So the ingredients are it's a Berliner Weisse, so it's already like a more sour style beer, but we fruited it with mangoes, blackberries, and lime. So we thought that would be like a good combination, like so you can get the tartness on the end, so it'll be still like true to style as a Berliner Weisse, but also have like those very fruit forward flavors that will keep you like wanting to drink the beer and wanting it to be like a representation of what we think like Women's Month is. It's a little fruity, it's a little, you know,
Little tart, little
bite on the
sweet.
end.
I see you.
Little tropical with that mango and lime, because I love to eat some mango and sprinkle some lime on there, get that tropical feel to it.
I thought you about to say you put some rum in it or whatever.
That too.
You can do that too.
No, the color is dope. I mean, it's a perfect spring beer. You know, now that spring has sprung. You know, this is very refreshing, very bright, very flavorful, but it's not too thin either.
Right,
you actually get, you know, the fullness of the fruit without it being like super smoothie style. Anything like that. Right?
Silky.
Yeah.
Oh,
Silky. I like that. I like that.
Hey, I'm trying. I'm drinking, you know.
in the studio?
I'm trying.
Silky. I'm
Okay.
good for that. Silky.
So, what do y'all think of it? Is this this is exactly what you wanted in the beer?
Exactly what we wanted,
Yeah.
because we didn't want it to be too like thick either, like a smoothie style. So we wanted it like it's great consistency. Like you can still taste like all of the flavors, and like you get to smell it like everything on the nose. Like you can sense all of the flavors, and you can also taste them. So it turned out great.
Yeah, it's a nice
Awesome.
balance between the sweetness and the tartness, so it's not too much in your face one way or the other, and you can just kind of crush it and drink it easy and keep on going. Like you need like a couple of 4-packs, not just one 4-pack.
Yeah.
Get your 4-pack.
Got you.
Okay. So I understand, like, this is not necessarily y'all's first foray into a beer collab, right?
It is
Not.
So I know y'all had another beer. What was it called?
So we did a collaboration with Reformation Brewery, and that was Venus.
Oh.
Which was,
So keeping with the goddess thing.
Pontoon's like, shut up. No, go ahead.
It's all love.
It's all love. It was a barrel-aged double with blackberry and fig.
Ooh.
Big.
Yes. So
And barrel aged, you said?
And yes, barrel-aged. ASW barrel-aged.
Oh, ASW, keeping it local.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, we support
I see you.
local. Yes, absolutely. So we did that.
I actually haven't had a chance to try that one. How was that?
Oh, it's
Amazing.
excellent. Amazing.
Amazing.
Right.
Amazing.
Is it? Where can you get it? Because I would like to pick
They
it up.
sold out.
Y'all sold out?
Sold out.
Come on, man.
They sold out the day of.
Y'all even bring some?
It's sold out.
Sold out.
Dang.
I think along with the y'all's LA collab, I think Brittany maybe had a little bottle or something.
I mean, we got a little
drinking in the back of the truck.
Might be parking lot pimping.
There might be some bottles around here and there.
I get a little taste, a little smidge.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
But we also did for Women's Brew Day. We also did a collab with Lost Druid, and we did another collab with Reformation. So those
And a
are the-
homebrew day.
Oh yeah, and a homebrew day too. So
Really?
Yeah, we did.
We out
a
here
brew
working.
day with Lost Druid, a brew day with Reformation Brewing, and a homebrew day with Our Culture Brewing. So
Oh snap! Oh y'all been in these things.
That's in the game.
Wow.
yes, we are.
Man, y'all doing it out here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming on the panel and telling us about all the ingredients going on in the beer. Before you head out, can you please let our listeners know how to find you, where to contact you, if they ever want to collab, if they ever want to just follow you and see the awesomeness that y'all are doing?
So again, I'm Michelle. I'm Excited to Feast. It's my personal page, but you can always find me there or Craft Women Connect. We also have a Facebook page, so we invite you to join the group. It's women only, and we're like we want to build this community. So please join us.
I'm the other half of Beers A Go Go, so you can find us there at Beers A Go Go on Instagram and Facebook.
Y'all on Twitter?
Page is Cool Cake.
Oh, Twitter too.
Y'all on Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter.
Tweets? Okay.
I'm
It's
on
all right. I
Twitter.
mean, like-
I'm on Excited to Feast is on Twitter. Beer Twitter. Y'all know about beer
Beer
Twitter.
Beer
Twitter.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a whole beer Twitter. Y'all know about that?
I didn't know there was a beer
Rock
Twitter.
Black Twitter.
I heard of Black Twitter.
But there's a beer Twitter.
But I feel you.
There
I
is
get
Beer
on that.
Twitter. Oh, and you can find us on Clubhouse too every Wednesday for
Clubhouse, if you got the invite. Some of y'all ain't special enough, and that's okay. But I'm on there.
Invite.
out on Wednesdays on Clubhouse, y'all.
Clubhouse. Awesome.
That's what's up.
Everybody give them a round of applause. Thank you guys so much for being on here. Want another picture?
Yeah, cheers them up.
After I drink, one of my eyes gets a little lazy, so if you can Photoshop that, that'd be great.
I need that tip because my eyes are always late.
I'm doing my best to hold on to this beer.
All right.
It's only 5%. So
Now,
It is. It's
Last-
a really good balance.
last but not least, our final two guests, repping for Craft Women Connect, and who have both been on the podcast before. We have the craft beer connoisseur, Craft Beer Chris, and the queen of Atlanta Beer Boutique, Jen Price.
welcome back to the show, ladies.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we already know you, but Chris, go ahead and let them know. Who are you?
What's up, everybody? I'm Chris, aka the Craft Beer Connoisseur. The Craft Beer Connoisseur. Thank you guys so much for coming out, showing us love today. I want to shout out all of our vendors, of course, that are out here. If you guys haven't checked out our vendors, please do. It's Women's History Month. We wanted to highlight some women in our community who are owning and operating their own businesses. So make sure you stop by, show them some love, give them some support. And just the chick who loves a good craft beer.
Yeah. Awesome.
You like my persona. I see you going into the shades, giving you juvenile today.
I see you. I see
know.
you, Juvie.
Juvie the great out here. Taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
21.
So, let us know, how did you get into craft beer?
I got into craft beer probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I never acquired a taste for beer. I really didn't like carbonated beverages a lot because I was an athlete, so I didn't drink a lot of soda and stuff like that growing up. Yeah, you know, back in the day I used to ball and stuff.
Okay.
Well, you know, I got a couple of trophies and a couple of ribbons,
Chris,
but
that's
I
what
don't
they
do
call
too much now. That's not what y'all asked me. Y'all asked me about Burr. So we're going to get into the Burr. But about 6-7 years ago, somebody put something in my hands that I didn't know was craft beer, and it was one of the most beautiful things I tasted. And I literally went to my local beer shop, alcohol shop, and Maya Angelou'd every beer. I went from the top to the bottom to every single beer and kind of just taught myself about beer from that way. I was drinking beer out of Crown Royal glasses. And then, I elevated into moving into breweries and going to try beers there, and then kind of educating other people on stuff that I had learned, and then just here I am, 6-7 years in with a beautiful collective, Craft Women Connect, and out here bringing beer to the next level and changing the face of it. So I'm excited.
Awesome. I like that. Changing the face. I dig that.
You had it on too long.
Now, who doesn't know who Jen Price is?
Hey, what up?
Hey, guys.
But for those who might not, Jen, please reintroduce yourself.
My name is Jen Price. I'm owner and operator of the Atlanta Beer Boutique, which is a craft beer retail store and tasting room / cafe in Planning. I started out drinking beer, craft beer. I'm a little older than y'all, so in the 90s.
I love the music from the 90s.
It's been a minute. But I started really digging in about 12 years ago. I started hosting events, tastings, pairings, classes, workshops to educate people and bring the beer to people who may see it as a barrier. So my goal has always been to increase the footprint of women, increase the footprint of black people, brown people, people of color in the craft beer community.
You even wrote a book on it, didn't you?
I wrote a book a few years ago called The Chick's Guide to Beer, dedicated to my ladies who wanted to learn more about beer. I see some of my old event folks here, folks who've been with me since the very beginning. So, it's been awesome. It's been a fun ride.
You graced us with that book when you were on the show.
It was a few years back, yeah.
I know you did it for the ladies, but we all can learn from y'all. So I enjoyed the book. I'm not going through the whole thing yet, but the parts I've gone through.
It's a really short book too. You ain't getting into nothing. I mean, how many?
He don't read.
Chick's Guide.
I got a kid on the way.
I am messing with you. It's 7 simple rules, so I made it really easy and digestible.
Yeah, it's a lovely book. So, are you still selling the book?
Yeah, it's on Amazon every day.
Oh, I got a book on. I need a book on Amazon. I want to be like you. I really want to be like you.
You want to be a Jew too.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, if that gets the bills paid, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's hard, bro.
Yeah, it's hard life. It's a hard life. You're right. So
we got it easy. We got it easy.
No arguments there. No arguments there. But let's talk about Craft Women Connect. How did Craft Women Connect come together?
All right, so I would probably say it's been about 2.5 years. A couple of us women out here in the beer scene, noticed that it was an opportunity for us to create a collective and create a space, a safe space for women of color to know that, if you want to drink beer, if you want to learn about beer, if you homebrew and you've been doing this for 10 years, there's women out here who look like you who are really doing this out here too, that, you can always connect with us. So Brittany and Caitlin, who are probably in the very early stages, not even came up with the concept of really Beers a Go-Go yet. They were with us. It was me, it was Jen, it was Michelle, and we were all sitting around like, all right, y'all, we got to come up with something. What we going to name it? What we going to do? Because, we were out here just really kind of just in the beer industry, not that we weren't getting recognized, but, there's a lot of women out here who are doing some game-changing things, and we realized that, and we realized a lot of them look like us, and it wasn't fair representation of that. So
like always, basically.
Yeah, like always. But a couple of years ago, we sat down, we came together, and we said we're just going to do this process authentically. There was nothing that we said this had to be this way. We got to meet this at this time. It's like, we all authentically came together and saw there was a need in the market, especially for a place and a safe space for women like us. And we've literally came together and we said we're going to come up with this idea. We don't know the name yet. Then within the next week or two, after a few more beers, we came up with a name. Then we had a meetup. It was probably maybe 10 of us that were at 10 of us at our first Orpheus meetup together. And then our last official meetup that we did prior to COVID that January was like almost 30 to 40 women in one space. Whoa, it was a lot. So I'm just glad that, we were able to, obviously there was a need for our vision, our concept, our ideas, what we were thinking of that, was necessary. Obviously, there was a need for it, and I'm just thankful that we have all come together in an authentic way and are also elevating at this level and giving back in an authentic way. Like, none of it's something somebody forced us to do, something we saw trending. We just knew we were out here and created that space, and here we are.
So how does somebody become a part? How does a woman become a part of Craft Women Connect? Like, do you like sit in an application or?
You gotta get jumped in.
We need.
Jumped in. You need
Gang,
a recommendation. A 3.5 GPA. Can you fight? Can you fight? No.
$100 of community service.
Easy. It's
Y'all
really easy.
dangerous.
So we have a private Facebook group. I think it's close to 500 women now.
Oh, wow.
We just hit 500. Jen playing, we just hit 500.
And that's 500 in Georgia or countrywide?
It's in the U.S. and actually worldwide. We have some members in the U.K., but all over.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool.
A lot of our members are in Georgia, but since the pandemic, we've grown exponentially outside of the state.
Oh, nice.
And then on Instagram, we have about 2,000 followers there. But a lot of our discussions and real sort of coordination and collaboration and networking happens on our private Facebook group. I would encourage any woman who's interested in beer from any level, from beginners to people who work in the industry to folks who want to network with other brewers. We have home brewers, we have brewery owners in there, fans, craft beer aficionados and beginners. Everyone is welcome in our group. As long as you identify as a woman, we want you. So just go to our private Facebook page if you want to be a part of our private community.
Craft Women Connect on all spaces.
That's right.
Nice. Oh, awesome. So every time I look on social media, every beer event, every release, every exclusive event, somebody from Craft Women Connect is there. So y'all are just y'all are in the know when it comes to craft beer. So what's going on right now on the craft beer scene?
Well, of course, presence is key.
Yeah.
We got to show up in places. People recognize who we are. That's why we in high demand right now.
Hey.
If y'all want some Craft Women Connect,
Yeah.
email us.
Sell it, girl. Sell it.
And just to piggyback off of what Jen said when we started our group, one of the original members of our group was she's a member over at Reformation Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
Jess and it's
Jess
so
Miller.
funny. It was just natural for us to say our first collaboration brew was going to be with Reformation because
Got you.
one of our first members to come out to anything has been one of the leaders, and she's just been pivotal to everything, especially with marketing and really the branding that has to go with Reformation. So that's just to let you know the scope of what we were doing. And, we were like, hey, what can we do with you guys to get started? And, what do you guys want? And they handheld our hands through everything. So we had our first release of Venus, which was at the end of February with Reformation Brewing. And then, of course, Pamona Paradise, which is our second release. And then just this March, it is Women's History Month. On International Women's Day, which was March 8th, we did 2 brew days. We actually did 2 different breweries on that day and then did 2 actual brew days. So Monday and Tuesday, and we did 2 different breweries. So we actually upcoming have some brews coming out with Lost Druid Brewing, who's out of Avondale Estates, Decatur area. And then also another one with Reformation, which will be a smoky habanero peach beer. Ooh. So,
dang, y'all doing it up. Can we collab with y'all?
It was a great experience. We were able to kind of do time slots, have a few women who are a part of our group, plan in advance that you didn't have to worry about COVID restrictions and is it going to be people packed on top of people? No. We made sure that everybody was able to set up time, have a few hours, be able to talk to those brewers personally, learn about the brewing process. You have a lot of people out here who you never know what space they're in. Maybe they want to homebrew. Maybe they want to learn about the science and water filtration and everything that goes into, making sure our water is pure enough for us to be drinking it with beer. So Lost Druid and Reformation have just been very helpful, very great to work with, very informative. And as we're doing now, is this more of a bartering for us? How can we work with these different breweries to make sure that we're educating the women who are in our space, whether it's something to help us with sister-owned certifications, whether it's giving us spaces for us to brew, whether it's allowing these women to come in and learn under people who have been doing this hands-on for years in, that's what Craft Women Connect is about. So that's what we have upcoming. We have some few brews that we just did recently on Women's Internationals Day, and we should be expecting those sometime between April, maybe mid-April and end of May to kind of come out. So,
nice.
So that's what's on the... Go ahead.
So on that same tip, as far as educating event space for women, Jen, what's next up for your business with Atlanta Beer Boutique?
Fantastic segue. Thank you so much.
There we go.
Well, the Atlanta Beer Boutique, as you know, will be a retail space and a cafe, but the other goal is really to provide a venue or a space to have classes, educational workshops, and the like. So my goal right now, as y'all know, I was trying to open up during COVID and could not. But I'm not stopping. I'm now looking for new locations. I found 2 that I'm considering.
Oh, nice.
I just have to look at the financials and figure out what's going on there. There's actually been a lot of new data released just recently about how the industry is performing, the market trends as far as craft beer goes, specifically because of COVID. So I have to reassess all of my financials and rewrite my business plan, essentially, which is what I'm doing now. But the goal is to open up very soon. And like Chris said, continue our mission of educating and reaching out to people. So there will be classes later this summer. Like Chris said, we bartered with a lot of breweries, so we'll be having classes available to people. And hopefully the Atlanta Beer Boutique can be a venue to do that.
Gotcha. Oh, nice.
One more thing I wanted to add
Go
in.
ahead.
Another person who's been a part of our process from the beginning, Blair of New Realm Brewing. She's actually doing sensory classes.
That's right.
To, some real top-notch level. Like, that's what I appreciate about this space we've created. Like, we have some women who are really leaders and really front runners in this beer industry who are coming back and bringing it home. So we get some very good,
high quality
classes and education that we can get from people. And one of our other things that we're doing too is some sensory tasting classes. And they'll be virtual for the most part. I'm not sure towards the end we'll do something in person or not. But if you guys are interested in that, even if you're a beginner to get to beer and you want to know, well, how do I learn about picking up a beer with blindfolds on and smelling it and knowing, oh, this is a Berliner Weisse, it has mango and lime and berries in it. It's probably named Pamona Paradise. It's probably 5% ABV. How do we get to that level? And that's what we're trying to make sure that we can offer to women, to let them know you don't have to feel nervous about this process. You don't have to feel like, I don't know where to go. There's a group of women here who have used our resources and put them together to be able to help everyone around us and empower, women just like us to, be able to jump into this craft beer industry and to have fun with it. Because it was fun for us. Yeah. It was fun for me, and it's been fun. So I want to make sure that it's fun and it's a great experience for everyone.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that
Awesome.
sounds exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. We're getting to the ATL Salute.
Yeah. Yeah, we can get into it. They know the deal. They've been on the show before.
All right.
They vet.
Now, we're getting to the end of our panel. Now, this is something that we do on the podcast. At the end of every episode, we like to highlight someone in the ATL or Metro ATL area that has been doing something great while representing in a big way, and we call it the ATL Salute. And when we have a guest, we hand that responsibility over to them. So on behalf of Craft Women Connect, who would you guys like to give an ATL salute to?
Awesome. Well, hey everybody, I know y'all out there enjoying yourself. Do I have Brew Saintt in the building?
Who that?
Brew Saintt of Eargardn. Brew, where you at? Come on up close. So today we've had the privilege of, with our Pamona Paradise release, being able to choose our own local nonprofit that we would like to have some of our proceeds go to. And we didn't give enough shout out and a lot of love. Give it up for Pontoon Brewing.
Pontoon in this thing!
Pontoon, you guys have been incredible.
Doing it.
Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of everything that you guys have, a part of the process for brewing this beer, allowing us to have this space, everything. We appreciate you all so much. So this, and even Shannon, thank you too. Even with the collaboration we're planning to do, of course, a part of this Brewing Conversations and with Pontoon, we even asked them to kind of push this into March. We knew they had other stuff going on, but we're like, it's Women's Heritage Month. We want to make sure we get in that if we can.
That's right. So keep your foot on their necks.
Yes, we kind of have a goddess theme going on, but...
Okay, never mind. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on, bro.
So, yeah. So what we wanted to focus on during this time with our release was, being with our Pamona Paradise, of course, is the fruit goddess, plant goddess, And we wanted to be able to highlight some women in our community who are doing some major things. Self-care, holistic care, all of these things. If you check out our vendors, you know, everything has a theme and it goes together. So I'm very happy and proud that, you know, I reached out to somebody who was doing a little bit of what Bree had going on, and they said, well, we think we got somebody better for you that, you know, would probably benefit a lot off of this, who's really doing some things. And I'm like, oh crap, yes. Bree Saintt from Eargardn, and also founder of Free Plants Atlanta. I don't know if you guys have stopped by a pop-up shop or anything yet, but it's just, as a woman of color, I'm so excited to be able to give back in a big way, in a special way, to women of color in our community who are really making some changes. And that's what beer is about. Beer is about community, and especially with the way we're diversifying beer now and changing the face of it, who else better to work with and to give our proceeds to than a woman who's really doing something really from the ground up. And literally from traffic. So
because it's plants. I get it.
My beard is nice. To me, my words are starting to trip up, so I'm going to shirt up. Right now, I'm going to shirt up. And we're going to make sure we give our salute to Eargardn. Lord, see, that's my drink. Lord.
Drinking too much. Got him.
I was scared I was going to get to this point. I'm like, my drink going to start hitting me, and I'm going to start slipping up.
You've been doing fantastic. You've been doing amazing.
I've been doing good. Bree Saintt of Eargardn, thank you so much. I'm so glad we can support you. And tell the people a little bit about you.
Is this on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
It sounds like you can't hear me. Okay, I'm so grateful for this. Free Plants is something that I started because I have a passion for houseplants, and I give out a lot of plant advice on all of my social media. But I felt, and people were always doing giveaways on their social media, but I'm like, I want to do a real giveaway. I want to really do this. So I've had 3 Free Plants events where I literally just give out plants for free. And I've given out almost 1,500 plants. So the first one that I did...
1,500 plants? You got some more? No, just kidding.
It's coming. So the first one that I did, it started because I was on Twitter, and I had some cuttings at my house. So I had my friend make a flyer, and I was like, I'm gonna give some free plants away. And it went viral, and I was like, oh wait, this is gonna turn into something way bigger than I thought it was gonna turn into. And so I got like 1,000 retweets, and that was like 3 days before the event, and I only had 100 plants. So I ended up hitting up a whole bunch of plant shops that I have relationships with, and they gave me over 400 plants for the first event.
Wow.
500 people came.
Dang.
Wow. And I only had 2 tables. It started at 5. I got there at 4:30. I'm like, what's this line for? And all my friends are like, they're here for you. And I'm like, wow. And then the second one I did, I had 750 plants and 900 people came.
Oh,
wow.
Whoa.
You gotta get there early.
And so it just turned into something really cool, and I'm so grateful because I was able to be on NPR talking about it.
NPR.
Oh, wait a minute. Jen, you didn't say we had a celebrity. You didn't say we had a celebrity.
Yeah, you ain't tell us all this.
Oh,
They didn't tell us.
Go on.
Yeah, run it.
Go on.
I was able to just turn it into something that was just way bigger than me, and so I'm really grateful because it's something that I thought about at 3 o'clock in the morning. I randomly put it on Twitter, and now it's just huge, and I can't wait to see where I go with it. And you just never know, like, and it's something that in the beginning I was funding it myself. Like it was quarantine. I was bored. I'm like, I need to do something. And just to see the return that I'm getting from it, just like spiritually, is amazing. And, you know, a lot of people want to get into plants, but they feel like they can't or they don't know. So I'm like, shit, like I'll just give them away for free. And so many Black-owned plant shops have been supporting. So I'm just so grateful. So y'all don't even know that this is helping me so much. Like this is amazing.
Awesome.
I'm so grateful.
Awesome. Well,
Y'all make sure y'all support Pamona Paradise so we can put money in
yeah, go get you a 4-pack of that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. Thank everybody. Thank Pontoon for everything that we've been doing. Before we leave, we appreciate it. But
we're here because of y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
We're here because of y'all.
while we still have you, before we end everything, tell everybody how they can follow you, get in contact with you, et cetera, et cetera.
So I pretty much am on Instagram. My handle is Eargardn, EARGARDN, no E in the garden.
Oh, that right now.
My Twitter is Eargardn _. And Free Plants ATL is my my Instagram for Free Plants. My website's coming soon. It just really grew a lot faster than I thought it was. I'm like, I need a lot of stuff. But yes, please hit me up. I definitely always need volunteers because it's a huge event now. And please follow me. And I'm just so grateful. This is so awesome. And this beer is good. Yes. This beer is so good. Thank you so much.
Yes. Conceptualized and created with love.
Words to live by.
And Jen and Chris, how can we get in contact with you guys? How can we follow you?
ATL Beer Boutique on Instagram and AtlantaBeerBoutique.com on the internet.
I am the craft beer connoisseur, THEE, craft beer connoisseur, CONNOISSEUR. You can find me on Facebook.
I was like, is she going to spell it?
Look it up.
Is she going to spell it?
CONNOISSEUR. And you can find me on Facebook. If you get on YouTube, I have one video on there that I lied and told people I was coming back with more. And I'm also mostly on Instagram if you want to check me out there. And then, of course, at Craft Women Connect. That's easy to find. We're on Facebook. We prefer if you guys can get engaged with us on our Facebook page because we're just a little bit more hands-on. And it's just, it allows us with the Facebook community to just talk to you guys more and be able to lend a little bit more off and put stuff in your hands. Of course, we have stuff regulated. It's, of course, to support us women in beer. So, if you're coming on our Craft Women Connect Facebook page, it's usually just all women, and anything that you have going on, that's something else I wanted to let you guys know. Craft Women Connect is here to support and empower and to build. So if there is anything that we can do to support you all, as you can see, we have our beautiful vendors here, women-owned, women-led businesses that we wanted to shine and show love to this Women's Heritage Month, as well as our nonprofit here, Eargardn. So anything that we can do, if we can show love, if we can support it, send us a flyer, send us the information. It doesn't necessarily have to be beer. Just let us know which ways we can show up because we want to do that for you guys in any way that we can. So that's why we're here. It's we don't have nothing but love to give. So thank you for everyone who showed up, took your time out to be out here with us today. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow us on all of our pages, Craft Women Connect. And thank you, the Atlanta Podcast.
We THUH. The Atlanta Podcast.
Still ripping and running and doing the things that y'all doing. I appreciate you guys for thinking of us and allowing us to be a part of things. You guys, I don't know if you know the magnitude of impact you've had on this community, but it's been a big and a great one. And I don't know if you flowers
oh my God!
Give you some flowers today for you guys being an incredible entity. Yeah, right. And we're talking about some great men here too, who not giving me Charlemagne misogynistic stuff. Y'all just giving me, y'all funny.
Yeah,
but y'all don't make us uncomfortable.
You can catch us on an off
like
day.
That. Y'all funny and y'all good. Y'all great. Look, he like, oh shoot. Oh.
You been quiet.
Good equipment. What is
nice equipment?
Where y'all got this from?
Amazon. Shout out to Amazon. Jeff Bezos.
We stole it.
Hit us up.
But one more time, we want to shout out to our vendors here. Again, we have Ree Wilson, the table close to the door over
Divine
there.
Art. At Divine Art Online.
Yeah. We got Audrey in the center.
Yeah, I want to say that again. Ree Wilson at Divine Art Online. Appreciate that, Chris.
There you go. And then we got Audrey at Skin of Royalty.
Talking to Mike.
Oh, Audrey, Skin of Royalty.
At the same time.
I can read. Hold on. I can read. I promise.
And we got Nisha's Candle Company at Nisha's Candle Co.
Right, Nisha's Candles.
IG.
And then Skin of Royalty in the middle. So, like I said, we were doing something that we wanted to bring self-care, holistic care, and everything that we could. Also, again, Women's Heritage Month, highlighting and showcasing women who are out here in our community doing good things, great things, and things for our health and wealth and benefit as well. So thank you so much for coming out, ladies. We appreciate y'all. Y'all stop by and show them some love. And by the love, I mean the money that folds.
Yeah. Show them with the dollars.
Speaking of,
your queen to
we prefer the ones that.
Speaking of, we're about to wrap up, but
I
again,
got elderberry syrup. If anybody need elderberry syrup,
Elderberry
I got
syrup?
some on sale. Elderberry syrup.
What do
Yes, it's good for the immune system.
With like pancakes?
Lamb. Yeah, it's a good immune booster. It's good. It's elderberry syrup.
Okay.
Elderberry syrup.
Is it a cure for COVID?
It's a cure for COVID.
What?
Hey,
It ain't no
I ain't say that.
Pfizer,
I ain't say that.
but it's damn near close.
Thank you guys so much for being on on Brewing Conversations. We appreciate everything you've done. One thing that we wanted to make sure that we do is to be completely hands off and let you guys just do the magic that you guys do. And just like we expected, y'all came out and you created the biggest brewing conversations that we've ever had, and probably the most delicious beer on top of that.
Yes.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome. Good job. Good job. With all that said,
we are the Atlanta Podcast. You can find us
Our
at
people
the
come out.
Atlanta Podcast.
Our people really come out.
TheAtlanta Podcast. And we also got some new merch. We got some pins with our new logo.
yeah, if anybody wants to get a pin, want to support your boys for $2.
$2.
I know you got it.
The $2 holla. $2
holla. Thank everybody for showing up. Now you ready to drink some more?
Yeah.
Let's go drink. Let's go.
Have more drink. Peace.
If you like that episode and you want to hear more of the Atlanta Podcast, you can subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify,
Google Play.
We're on Google Play?
Yep.
We're on Google Play.
Oh shit.
And
Wait a minute, do you have a
also
yeah, you don't have an iPhone. My bad.
Ooh.
Everybody doesn't have an iPhone, gentlemen.
Yeah, you're right. Only the people that matter.
Well, whatever you're using, help us out. Leave a review.
Support.
Give us some stars, however the fuck they do it on whatever you're listening. And
thumbs up.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yes, please.
We have quite the following. You get some exclusive content on there.
Videos from my have our own Instagram thought, Justin.
Yeah, we got an Instagram thought, Justin.
I be thotting.
Follow us at The Atlanta Podcast. See you next time.
Peace.